And this is Professor Roberto Trinchero from Turin University.
Friends from the Italian Chess Federation for being here today and for the possibility to participate in the research since the beginning. So I'm presenting today a part of the research carried out in these years, and namely a research carried out in schools, allowing us to understand whether computer-aided training could be just as effective as front lessons. Professor Roberto Martini already mentioned to the importance of the economic aspect. We all believe in the potential of chess training in schools, but unfortunately, we are living an economic downturn, and so resources are running short. So should we drop it, or should we find new strategies to achieve our results?
In the research that we carried out the year after, which obviously benefited from the results of this pilot research, we set the same goal, and again with the same theoretical framework, but instead of using the two tests, that is non-chess and chess capacities, we just focused this time on the chess capacities, that is 2 items for each capacity involved. And we enrolled 813 students that were subdivided into 4 groups. 512 were computer-based trained, then 155 were trained by an instructor, then 70 had a double instructor plus the traditional school teachers, and then 36 were trained by a single instructor plus the school teachers. So this is the research drawing with 4 groups. So again, with a starting test, an initial test, and a final test. One group with computer-based training, then traditional training with just 1 instructor, then another group with instructor plus the school teachers, and the last group 2 instructors plus the school teachers, again with the pre and post tests. And these are the results. We recorded a strong improvement comparing pre and post. So as you can see in the table, very high average, especially in the group with with 2 instructors and the school teachers. Then we had less significant improvements in the group instructor plus school teachers, and then in the group only instructor, and in the group that followed the computer course. So in green you find these 3 groups that have just been mentioned, because in this case the improvements are not particularly significant from a statistical point of view. What does that mean? It means that the 3 slight differences that you notice here are not really relevant differences. So what conclusions can we draw from this research? So it means that working with more instructors can offer more opportunity for interaction, and therefore also the learning can be improved. Then the traditional training with the single instructor has the same effectiveness from a statistical point of view with the computer-based training, and basically it promotes the same capacities and skills. Then we should say also another thing. Those students who were able to reach the maximum level with the computer-based training were also able to got the highest score in the test compared to those who had training with just 1 single instructor. So the ancillary score that is as important. So through this score we have been able to understand that if the computer-based training can last for a certain amount of time, so we are able then to take all the students to the same maximum level, we'll finally get some averages which are much higher compared to the tests that we saw before, compared to those students who were in a group who were only trained by 1 single instructor. So we can definitely say that working with the computer computer is definitely a good chess teaching method, and it's also much cheaper compared to the traditional training with one instructor. So you will find the results also in the ebook on the website franco.angelo.it, but if you're interested in the slides, you can find them on the website www.edurete.org. Thank you very much.
Okay. And last, in the 2010 and 11 school year, a study was conducted on teaching chess fundamentals to children in the first year of primary school using psychomotor strategies. The research objective was to determine the effectiveness of giant chessboard psychomotricity. Is a floor standing 4 meters for 4 meters chessboard on a set of basic skills of children in the first year of primary school, taken from the national guidelines for the 2007 curriculum by the Italian ministry. Okay, Anna.
What I said now, so psychomotility on a giant chessboard, it's a trial for primary school. So you were already exposed to what the activity is. Psychomotricity is usually a set of motorial activities aimed at teaching the fundamentals of chess, developing a lot of logic and emotional capacities for children, and the activities are targeting mainly children from primary schools. In the past, the debate was raging in order to understand when to start teaching chess. Usually the second and third years of primary schools were believed to be the right time, and we succeeded in anticipating it, and I think that was rather remarkable, even according to the results you will be seeing in a minute. So the interventions were divided into 16 lessons of 1 hour each, and it included chessboards and movement on chessboards, captures, the pieces and moves, and the final game. If we aggregate in the different national see an increase in Italian skills, an average improvement for body movement and sports, a good increase in mathematics and geography, and a great increase in cross. These increases are remarkably different between the trial groups. So this outcome is rather interesting. So that was a surprise for us, because we wouldn't expect such a wide increase between the pre and post test.
There were only 150, so this is a pre-research. Normally we do two kinds of research. First, we find a way, if it's a good way, we do it with more and more pupils. This is the first. We will do a second one. But this means that it can be a good strategy for teachers, because we need teachers, school teachers, to move with chess into the schools. And this kind of activity is very in accord with them, because they can do it directly. They learn and they do it better than chess instructors. But at the end, they have moved 1 feet to chess. It's a step on the good direction. And then, after 2 years of psychomotricity, chess can be regular chess with chessboard, but the children learn much better and faster than others that have not done this kind of activity. So I think that if we need to improve chess with the school teachers, we need to understand that this is a good way to arrive to them, because normally they are afraid by chess. The most of the teachers are afraid because they don't feel it. They think that it's good, but not for them. It's good for the others. It's good for the kids, but they don't want to learn chess. And with this, you can take 1 hour to chess. They like it. They see the children growing up with this activity, and then they can do chess, because they believe. But before, they believe only the idea, but not that they can do it. This is very important, I think. So, thank you.